Hey, what's up, friends and family? How you all doing? I'm doing great today. Just playing a little background tunage. Uh, check it out. I found a huge chunk of Moldavite, and I made this. Ooh-wee. Some stuff going on here I don't like. Let's see here. Well, anyways, I was gonna read for you the Gathas, or the hymns of Zoroaster. Exhortation to the faithful. Now I shall speak out. Listen and hear, you who from far and near have come to seek my word. Now I exhort you clearly to impress on your memory the evil teacher and his faults. For no longer shall the evil teacher, the drudge that he is, destroy the second life. In the speech of his tongue misleading to the evil life. Now I speak out at the beginning of life. The holier mentality said to the opposing mentality. The holier mentality said to the opposing mentality, who was more hostile, neither our thoughts, doctrines, plans, beliefs, utterances, or deeds, individualities, nor souls agree. Now I speak out of that which at the beginning of life the knowing Ahura Mazda said. Those who do not practice the word as I consider and declare it, they shall have woe at the end of life. Now I will speak out on what is best of life. Through justice, O Mazda, I have discovered thee, who has created him. That Mazda is the father of the working good disposition, and that love who produces good deeds and his daughter, and the all detecting Ahura is not to be deceived. Now will I, who am the utterer of this word, which is best for the mortal men to hear, speak out what the most bounteous Ahura Mazda said to me. Those who for the attainment of this mystic mantric word grant me their obedience, they shall come up with health and immortality, with deeds of good mentality. Now will I speak out about the greatest being of all, through justice, praising Mazda, who blesses all existent beings. Let Ahura Mazda hear, through the bounteous mentality, the fact that I consulted good disposition as to how I should adore Mazda. Through Mazda's understanding, may he, good disposition, teach me the best teachings. Let the preparers for the conversation of the world, both those who were and those who are yet becoming, wish for the profits of compensations. The successful soul of the Ashius abiding in the immortality with the enduringness, while the drudges shall endure griefs, and all this Aurora Mazda creates through the coming of the kingdom. Thou shalt seek to win, Mazda, with such praises of reverence as, for instance, this psalm. With my own eyes shall I now behold the heaven of the good mentality of word and deed. Having through justice known Ahura Mazda, to whom let us in heaven set down adorations for the filling of the paradise Garadam. That means garden. Oh, I don't know how I knew that. It's Garodman. I guess it's sort of like has like a. Oh, never mind. Him, Mazda, along with good disposition, shalt thou seek to satisfy for us, because it is he who by his will makes our fortune our misfortune. May Ahura Mazda, through his realm, grant the group of the herdsmen prospering and of our cattle and men by the proficiency of good disposition through justice. How shalt thou, O individual believer, with hymns of love, magnify him who is reputed to be Ahura Mazda for eternity, since through justice and good disposition he has promised that in this realm we shall obtain health and immortality, but we shall obtain his heavenly dwelling through vitality and enduringness. Whoever therefore in the future scorns the Devas, and the men who scorn Zarathustra, and all others lukewarm neutrals, except whoever is devoted to Zarathustra, shall be considered by the bounteous individuality of Zarathustra, who is the savior and master of the house, as his friend, brother, and father, O Ahura Mazda. This is sick. A prayer for Ahura Mazda. This I ask of thee. Speak to me truly. How should I pray when I wish to pray to the one like you? May one like you, O Mazda, who is friendly, teach one like me. And may you give us supporting aids through the friendly justice, and tell us how you may come to us with good disposition. O Ahura Mazda. This I ask of thee. Speak to me truly. Whether at the beginning of the best life, retributions will be of profit to their recipients. And whether he who is bounteous to all through justice and who watches the end, through his mentality, whether he is the life-healing friend of the people, O Ahura Mazda. This I ask of thee. Speak to me truly. Who is the first father of justice by giving birth to him? Who established the sunlit days and the star-glistening sphere and the Milky Way? Who apart from thee established the law by which the moon waxes and wanes? These and other things I would like to know. O Ahura Mazda, this I ask of thee. Speak to me truly. Who was from beneath sustaining the earth and the clouds so they would not fall down? Who made the waters and the plants? Who yoked the two swift ones, thunder and lightning, to the wind and to the clouds? Who is the creator of the disposition that is good? O Ahura Mazda, this I ask of thee. speak to me truly. Who produced well-made lights in darkness? Who produced sleep and well-induced thought, laborious waking? Who produced the dawns and the noon through the contrast with the night? Whose daily changes act for the enlightened believers as monitors of their interests? O Ahura Mazda, this I ask of thee, speak to me truly. Is the message I am about to proclaim genuine? Does love support justice through deeds? Dost thou with good disposition destine the realm for those are these believers? From whom these believers didst thou shape the fortune-bringing cattle? O Ahura Mazda, this I ask of thee, speak to me truly. Who shaped the prized love of power? Who by guidance rendered the sons reverent to their fathers? It is I who strive to learn and recognize thee through the bounteous mentality as giver of all good things. O Ahura Mazda, this I ask of thee, speak to me truly. I would like to know what sort of purpose is thine, that I may be mindful of it. What are thy utterance about which I ask through the good disposition? The proper knowledge of life through justice. How shall my soul, encouraged by bliss, arrive at the good reward? O Ahura Mazda, this I ask of thee, speak to me truly. How may I accomplish the sanctification of those spirits to whom thou, the well-disposed master of the coming kingdom, has pronounced promises about genuine blessings, promising that those spirits shall dwell in the same dwelling with justice and good disposition? O Ahura Mazda, I ask of thee, speak to me truly. How will love actually and deeds extend over those persons whom thy spirit was announced as a doctrine, on account of whom I was first elected and whom I love? All others I took upon with hostility of mentality. Ahura Mazda, I ask of thee, speak to me truly. How shall I carry out the object inspired by you, namely the attachment to you, in order that my speech may grow mighty, that by thy word of mine the adherent justice may in the future commune with health and immortality? The choice between right and wrong. But thus, O souls desirous of hearing, I will utter those things worthy to be remembered by the expert knower, the praise for Ahura, the hymns of worthy good disposition, and the things of well remembered with the aid of justice and propitious omens beheld through the lights of the stars or the altar flames. Listen with your ears to the best information. Behold with your sight and with your mind. Man by man, each for his own person, distinguish between both confessions before the great crisis. Consider again. At the beginning, both of these mentalities become concise of each other. At the beginning of these mentalities became conscious of each other, the one being a mentality better in thought and word and deed than the other mentality who is bad. Now let the just man discriminate between these two and choose the benevolent one and not the bad one.